Yes, people, hello. Welcome back to the Dugout Football channel. Welcome to the Wolves versus Liverpool match preview. The third meeting of these two sides this season, having had two FA Cup ties in between. Before I begin, do hit that like button, do hit that subscribe button, and also hit that notifications bell so you do not miss an upload on to the channel. So, we have Wolves against Liverpool again. Let's talk about, obviously, our opponents, Wolves, shall we? Yeah, they've had a bit of an upturn in form, it has to be said. Now, I know that they haven't had a very, very good run of it recently, but they did beat West Ham at home in the last home game as well. But when it comes to Wolves against Liverpool, they don't have a very good record. In fact, they've lost their last 8 games in a row at home against Liverpool in the league. So this is going to be a very, very intriguing affair. But Wolves have added to their squad with the signings of Joao Gomes, a very, very promising young Brazilian player there. Also, they have added Pablo Sarabia. You will remember him from La Liga. You'll also remember him from PSG. And yeah, they managed to get him pretty cheap, in fact. It was a very, very small fee that they've got him out of PSG as well. And I think, you have to be honest, I think we look at Lopetegui's sides and, you know, they're very, very hard to beat. They are very, very hard to beat. And I think he's come in after with what happened to Bruno Lage. He has come in and he has given Wolves a bit of a defensive upheaval. I think they're much more defensive now, but the problem is they still lack an out-and-out goal scorer. Raul Jimenez can't do it anymore. Diogo Costa hasn't done it very well. Could Pablo Sarabia be that man? Be that man to sort of be that creator and be that finisher. We shall obviously have to wait and see. But Wolves, fantastic side, and it obviously always is a very tricky place to go to at Molineux. Liverpool, well, to be honest, our form is anything but bad right now. Basically, I have no confidence going into any single game at this moment in time because of how we're playing against Brighton. Very, very poor. Very, very poor in the FA Cup. And we deserve to go out. We deserve to go out. And obviously, I did have my say on that. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Ibrahima Konate has injured his hamstring again. Now, Liverpool have had 17 hamstring injury issues this season. So, is it down to the coaching? Is it down to the training? Is it just down to a lack of, obviously, of big fitness? Let me know in the comments, because this cannot continue. This cannot continue. Basically, Ibrahima Konate joins Diogo Jota, Arthur Melo, Roberto Firmino, Nat Phillips, Virgil Van Dijk on the injury list. Now, if we're looking into potential sort of get players who could be coming back into this game, Jota too far away. Luis Diaz too far away, I think. Although I don't think Diogo Jota's too far away. I think you'd probably have to say maybe not this week, but maybe the Merseyside derby. But as I keep saying, we do have to be patient with him. We do have to be patient with him. And yeah, I have to say as well, Luis Diaz is still a wee while away. Let me just say that. Virgil van Dijk, I think he'll be back for Real Madrid, hopefully. I don't see him being back for Merseyside derby or Newcastle, which is obviously our next couple of games coming up, isn't they? So, yeah, but Wolves against Liverpool, the 3 out of the last, in fact, Liverpool have actually won their last 3 meetings with Wolves by 1-0 at Molineux. So, probably, if you're going to have an early prediction, probably 1-0 is probably your likely prediction for Liverpool. But you never know. You do never know. But let's now get into the starting 11 for Liverpool. Now, share my screen because we actually do have. We do actually have this now. So let me know your starting 11 in the comment section down below. Now, do we go with 4-3-3? I've got to be honest, I want to see a change of formation. So I want to see 4-2-3-1 in this game. Because I think the 4-3-3 is completely outdated now. And it is so easy to play against us right now. So let's change it up a little bit. So in goal is definitely going to be Alisson Becker. Obviously, the #1 goalkeeper, so he will definitely be playing. Right back, very angry to go off against Brighton. We have Mr. Alexander-Arnold. He will definitely be playing this week. Joe Matip, he'll be coming back in because of Konate's absence as well. Now, because of Joe Gomez, there has been a lot of talk recently that Joe Gomez's form has not been good. And quite frankly, since that Manchester City game, he has been pretty shocking. So, if he is fit, I want to see Nat Phillips in the defence. Now, I know that he is a doubt, so is Fabio Carvalho, but I do want to see a little bit of a change. Left back, I think, will be Andy Robertson. He was captain against Brighton. I fully expect him to keep his place. So that would be my back four. Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Phillips, and Andy Robertson. So the two in midfield now, I'm going to go for Thiago Alcantara. I think he was okay at Brighton. But if we're being honest, I think you have to say that he has been definitely our best midfielder this season. Definitely best midfielder. And then continuing alongside him is the very impressive 18-year-old Stefan Bajcetic, who has been very good recently. So, in fact, he was probably the pick of the midfielders against Brighton in that midfield. But unlucky to go off, especially with what happened in there as well. Right, now on the left-hand side, this is where it gets interesting, ladies and gentlemen. This is where it gets really interesting. So, I'm going to go for Cody Gakpo on the left-hand side. I think Cody Gakpo has been singled out really harshly. And I have to say as well, I do think that he will become good. He will become good. But we cannot afford to play him as a forward. Now, for me, it's definitely a left-sided player for Cody Gakpo. He is definitely a left-sided player. On the right, this is very interesting. I'm going for Harvey Elliott. Now, there is a reason to this. I do not want to see a starting 11 with Harvey Elliott on the left-hand side. It didn't work against Chelsea. It certainly didn't work against Brighton. I certainly do not want to see that again. So, I am putting Harvey Elliott on that on the right-hand side. So just behind the attack, I am going to play. I know he won't. I know Klopp won't do this, but I'm playing Fabio Carvalho. I think Carvalho has been misused, and if we're being honest, I honestly do think that we do need to change it up ever so slightly, because I think, let's be honest, I don't think Mohamed Salah is in the best form of his life. It's a simple saying, and he isn't performing. So, I have a feeling that Mo Salah will be dropped to the bench at the weekend. He probably won't be, but if this was my team, I would certainly consider dropping him. He isn't performing, and I just think having him out the firing line, it will give him a kick up the backside, definitely. And then up front is Darwin Núñez for me. I think Darwin Núñez will give that Wolves backline a bit of a headache, and I do think that he can. Him and Gakpo could probably switch. We have seen recently that Darwin Núñez does appear to sort of drift out to the left-hand side. So there is my lineup, ladies and gentlemen. There is my lineup. Alisson Becker, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Joe Matip, Nat Phillips, Andy Robertson, Thiago, Stefan Bajcetic, Gakpo, Fabio Carvalho, Harvey Elliott, and Darwin Núñez. Firmino, not sure if he'll make it. Obviously, if he did make it, I would probably put him in instead of Carvalho, just to be out on behind Núñez. I would do that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about this team in the chat. It is a bit of an interesting one. Let's just say that it is a bit of an interesting one, to say the very, very least. So there we go. There we go indeed. My prediction for the game, I am going to be honest, I am not confident going into this game whatsoever. But I did say that Liverpool's last 3 meetings with Wolves has been a 1-0 victory at Molineux. I am going to go for the same scoreline. I am going to go 1-0 Liverpool. And for me, I'm going to go for Darwin Núñez to score the winner. So there we go. There is my little match preview for you, ladies and gentlemen. Please do consider hitting that like button. Please do consider hitting that subscribe button. And also, please do hit that notifications bell for whenever an upload comes onto the channel. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please leave your thoughts down in the comment section down below. And let me know if you want to see match previews pre-recorded or live. I do want to sort of mix it up a little bit. But yes, I will see you all very, very soon. And goodbye, and you'll never walk alone. Thank you. Bye-bye.